Weighted pull-ups can build a back unlike almost anything else in the gym. Not just bigger, but a wider, more defined back. You've seen it before. That guy whose upper back and traps look almost armored under a shirt. Most people think that look comes from doing endless pull-ups. It doesn't. It comes from a specific type of loading that most lifters never use. In this video, I'll show you exactly what builds that dense look, the mistake that keeps people stuck, and how to keep your back growing for years. The truth. The reason weighted pull-ups build a different looking back has nothing to do with adding weight itself. It's what that weight forces your body to do. Bodyweight pull-ups are forgiving. You can shorten the range, swing a little, and still get the rep. Add real load hanging from your hips, and everything changes. Now your lats aren't just pulling your body upward. They're pulling your body upward while controlling extra weight. Your rhomboids and lower traps have to keep your shoulder blades stable. This is the part nobody talks about. Weighted pull-ups don't just challenge the muscles that create the movement. They challenge the muscles that keep the movement together. That's why the look is strange. It isn't just wider lats. It's thickness through the upper back, traps, and rear delts from handling heavy loads through a full range of motion. But here's the catch. Adding weight only works if the movement stays clean. Load a bad form pull-up, and you don't build that dense armored back. You build irritated shoulders, injured elbows, and a bigger number on a dip belt. So before you worry about how much weight is on the belt, you need to make sure the movement is worth loading in the first place. Step 1. Fix the range before adding weight. This is where almost everyone gets it wrong. The moment weight gets heavy, the range starts shrinking. The dead hang disappears, and reps become shorter and shorter until the movement barely resembles a pull-up anymore. None of that builds the back you're after. It just moves a bigger number on a dip belt. And that's the trap. Most lifters think adding weight automatically makes an exercise better. In reality, the weight only magnifies whatever movement pattern is already there. If your pull-up is clean, the weight makes a good movement more effective. But if your pull-up is sloppy, the weight just makes a bad movement heavier. Before adding weight, every rep should start from a true dead hang. Arms straight, shoulders relaxed, lats fully stretched. That stretch matters. Some of the highest tension in the rep is created when the muscles have to pull from that fully lengthened position. At the top, drive the elbows down and back, and finish the pull with your upper back, not a last-second neck reach. The goal isn't to move the weight. The goal is to make your back do the work. Lock that range in first. Weight should make the rep harder, never shorter. Get this wrong, and every pound you add reinforces a smaller version of the movement. Get it right, and every pound makes the movement more effective. Once the movement is worth loading, the next question becomes simple. How much weight should you actually use? Step 2. Load it like you mean it. A 10-pound vest for 12 reps feels productive, and it can be. But if your goal is to build serious weighted pulling strength and that dense, armored look, there comes a point where you need more load. The muscles that stabilize heavy pull-ups thrive when they're forced to handle meaningful resistance. That means gradually working toward heavier weights and lower rep ranges while keeping every rep clean. Somewhere in the 3 to 6 rep range is usually the sweet spot. Heavy enough that the last reps demand effort, but controlled enough that the range never breaks down. 2 to 3 sessions per week is usually enough, as it drives adaptation and gives your elbows and shoulders time to recover. Now here's where most lifters get stuck. Progress comes quickly at first, then suddenly the weight stops moving. If you've ever been trapped at the same weighted pull-up for months, it's usually not a strength problem. It's a programming problem. I broke down the 4 biggest causes of weighted pull-up plateaus in the guide below if you want to see exactly what's holding your progress back. The solution isn't forcing bigger jumps. It's making sure you've earned the next one. Step 3. Earn the next pound. Adding weight randomly isn't progression, it's guessing. Real progression means small, consistent jumps once your current weight feels controlled on every rep, not just the first 2. If you can't add weight cleanly yet, you've got other options. You can slow the eccentric to 3 or 4 seconds, or simply pause at the top with your shoulder blades pulled together. Each one adds tension without touching the loading pin. When your range, your control, and your load all improve together, that's when strength and physique start feeding each other. The final step. 1 hard set, not 10 average ones. This is where most people sabotage themselves. Either they avoid intensity completely, staying safely under their max forever, or they max out every session and burn their elbows out by week 4. Neither works. One leaves growth on the table. The other leaves you injured before you ever get to enjoy the results. The better approach is simple. Do your controlled, heavy work first. Then, on your final set, push close to failure. That's where you get the stimulus without turning every workout into a recovery problem. If your weighted pull-up has been stuck at the same weight for months, it's almost never because you're not trying hard enough. It's usually because one of 4 common mistakes is quietly limiting your progress. I broke all 4 down in the guide linked below, along with the progression system I use to keep adding weight while maintaining clean technique. If you want that dense, defined look, check it out. The link is in the description.